Hello dear students, I am Dr. Chandrakala HD. In this video, under the topic application layer, I'll be teaching you the basic functions of application layer in the TCP/IP and OSI model and the different protocols which are supported by the application layer. I'll be teaching one of the application layer protocol, the domain name system or DNS protocol in detail in this video. The application layer is the topmost layer in the OSI model as well as in the TCP/IP model. It provides the interfaces and services required for the end user in order to make use of service provided by the network. The main function of the application layer is to provide a virtual network terminal through which the user can log on to any remote computer on the network. Not only getting connected to the remote computer, the application layer also provides the user an access to the files stored on the remote computer as well as retrieval of these files in the remote computer for local usage. Along with this remote login facility, the application layer provides email and social networking services for the different hosts to communicate with each other on the internet. There are many protocols which are used on the application layer. Some of them are DNS, SMTP, FTP, TFTP, HTTP, Telnet, and so on. In this video, in the further part, we will be studying the DNS protocol of application layer in detail. The DNS protocol defines how the application processes running on different systems send and receive messages with each other. DNS stands for domain name system. It's basically a directory service which maps the name of the host on the network and its numerical address. DNS is the most important protocol required for the functioning of the internet because the users can remember the website addresses easily. For example, GFGC Madhugiri has a website address www.gfgcmadhugiri.car.nic.in. This is quite easy to remember for the user. Whereas this website of GFGC Madhugiri has a unique IP address of 132.147.165.50. This numerical IP address is difficult for the users to remember, whereas the name, website name www.gfgcmadhugiri.car.nic.in is quite easy to remember. The DNS protocol thus helps the users by translating the domain name into IP address. The user simply types the domain name and DNS will internally convert this domain name into IP address and provides access to the particular website. The DNS protocol stores the domain name in hierarchical tree structure. The domain names are mapped to the equivalent IP addresses using a lookup table. The domain namespace is divided into three different sections: generic domains, country domains, and inverse domains. The generic domain defines the defines the register host name according to its generic behavior. Each node in a tree will define the domain name, which is directly indexed to the DNS database. The generic domains use 3-character labels, and these labels generally describe the organization type. Some of the examples of generic domain names are com, edu, gov, int, mil for military, gov for government, edu for educational institution, .com for commercial organization, org for a private organization, Karg for Karnataka government, so on and so forth. All these are generic domain names. They are set according to the generic behavior or purpose of the host which is registered with the internet. Apart from generic domain, there are country domain names as well. One such example is US for United States. So US is the country abbreviation for United States. Similarly, we will have IN for India. Third type of domain is inverse domain. Inverse domain does the reverse mapping. It maps an address to a name. Sometimes the clients on the network raise requests to the DNS server to provide the domain name by supplying the IP address. The clients will have IP address and they request for the equivalent domain name. So this reverse mapping is done using the inverse domain. The DNS server maintains an authorized list of clients in its lookup table. Whenever it receives a query, it will do a mapping of domain name to the IP address and send it back to the client if it has requested the IP address. If the client requests the IP address, then the DNS server will provide the domain name. So it will have a lookup table in which the DNS server will look up for the required data and send back the reply. Now coming to the working of DNS. DNS is a client-server network communication protocol. There will be one DNS server for the network, and all the nodes of the network will be working as clients of the DNS server. The DNS clients will send requests to the server, while the DNS server will send back the response to the client. Client requests contain a name or domain name to be in particular, which is converted into IP address by the DNS server. This is known as forward DNS lookup. There is also reverse DNS lookup, which happens in DNS server. In reverse DNS lookup, the client will send a request containing IP address. This will be converted into domain name and sent back by the DNS server. The DNS implements this lookup function by using a distributed database in which it stores the name of all the hosts available on the internet and their equivalent IP addresses. If on a web browser, a request is sent by the browser containing a host name, the DNS resolver will receive this particular request and it will forward this request to the DNS server to obtain the IP address of the host name. If at all, the data is not available, if the IP address of the host name is not available in the DNS server, this request will be forwarded to other DNS in case multiple networks are interconnected on the internet. So in this video, we learned the functions of application layer and details of one of its protocol, the DNS protocol. Thank you.